guys, and welcome into another Buffy reaction. Today we are on to episodes 19 and 20 of season 2, which means this is the second to last pair of Buffy episodes before we are done with season 2. I have a feeling that season 2 is building us up to getting Angel his soul back. I think that's what's going to happen in the Buffy season 2 finale. I am not sure if I can say that I enjoyed the last 2 episodes we watched. Obviously, Miss Calendar died. That was very unexpected, and I hated it. I hated it. The timing of her death was just like really depressing for her, but it's fine because I know that they're gonna find out like what she had been up to and they're gonna really appreciate that and she won't have died in vain. But yeah, that was a rough episode. Good episode, but rough episode. And then after that we had the Killed by Death episode, which we spent in the hospital. And that one was fine. It was a bit of a filler. And now the next 2 episodes we're watching are called I Only Have Eyes for You and Go Fish. I Only Have Eyes for You I feel like could be very Angel-centric because I feel like right now he only has eyes for Buffy and like stalker level eyes. So I could see this next episode being a lot about him, but then I think Go Fish is going to be, that sounds Monster of the Week to me. That sounds like we're going to have some fishy monster happening in that episode. And since that's the third to last episode, I would imagine that would make sense to have a bit of a Monster of the Week episode for Go Fish before we jump into the final 2 episodes, which are a part 1 and a part 2 finale. So yeah, that's where we're at with Buffy. If you would like to watch along with the full episodes, my uncut reactions are available below on my Patreon. Thank you so much to those of you who are already over there. But if you would rather just watch my edited reaction here on YouTube, then let's get into it. Where has Oz been? That's what I want to know. Why is Willow at the Bronze by herself? Oh, Buffy's there too. But where's Oz? I thought that was Angel for a second.
Hey, I'm Ben. We had Algebra 2 together last year. Second period, you sat in the seat 3 over and 1 behind.
Oh, yeah, I remember now. It's the one with the desks and the chalkboards and pencils and stuff, right?
Okay, so this could be cute. Like, it could be cute that he's remembering this, like exactly where she sat, exactly what period it was, all of that. But I have it in my mind based on the title of the episode that we're handling stalker themes. I Only Have Eyes for You is just giving stalker in the Buffyverse. It's not going to be something cute. And I thought that would mean Angel, but what if he's like a secret stalker? I could be coming down really hard on him right now and he might just be like a cute like boy who has a crush. I just have it in my mind. What if he's like a psycho stalker? What if he only has eyes for her and no one else can have her?
You know the dance tomorrow night? Are you going?
You mean the Sadie Hawkins thing? The deal where the girls ask the boys?
Yeah. Oh, hey, no, don't worry about it.
No, you seem like a really great guy. It's me. I'm not seeing anybody. Ever again, actually.
Oh.
Girl. Okay. He did seem actually nice.
Sorry.
Maybe we're never going to see him again and he's not a crazy stalker. It doesn't surprise me, though, that Buffy feels this way, that she's, like, not into dating and thinks she's never going to again, because that was, I think, her first real heartbreak. It's gonna hit her hard.
Well, maybe you need to date to get in date mode. I don't think I'm ready for that, Will.
I wonder how long it's been.
Maybe you need to be impulsive. I slept with him, he lost his soul. Now my boyfriend's gone forever, and the demon that wears his face is killing my friends. The next impulsive decision I make will involve my choice of dinner.
That wasn't impulsive, though. There was a lot building up to that.
That's not your fault. Love can be nice.
So things are going good with Oz.
We're not finished. You don't care anymore, is that it? A person doesn't just wake up one day and stop loving somebody.
What in the world?
Love is forever.
What? That was so sudden. That was so sudden. I feel like I missed something. Like, did we miss something? Was that the cut just straight from the bronze to the bullets?
What happened?
What happened?
Is he blacking
You
out?
just went OJ on your girlfriend.
This is nuts. I don't know why I got so mad.
I'll see it, he gone.
Whoa. What? Okay, hold on. That was weird. Oh my god. Was that Snyder? We haven't seen him in a while. This guy I don't think has a name yet, but that was so weird. He freaked out on his girlfriend. Clearly it was some sort of like blackout experience, but what's weirdest is where was the gun? That's so weird because he was holding it. Buffy saw it. His girlfriend saw it. Multiple people saw the gun. And then multiple people saw that it wasn't there anymore. My guess was that he was possessed by something and some other being was able to give him a gun and then also take the gun away, you know, make it appear and disappear. There's something else at play. It's not something inside him, I don't think. And it's not him himself.
Sure you know why I asked you here?
What did she do wrong? Yeah.
That's right.
Oh.
I want to thank you. What would Sunnydale High do without you around to incite mayhem, chaos, and disorder?
Are we for real?
I'm gonna keep looking until I know exactly how this is all your fault.
Why do you so badly want it to be her fault?
Pathetic little no-life vegan. You stink of lies.
It's so weird. I feel like we had an episode once where we found out that Snyder's aware of the supernatural because he's in not cahoots. That makes it sound weird, but it is an invisible thing. We've had the last monster started invisible.
For next time, read the
And
chapters
she's
on
still
information
teaching this
grouping
class?
and binary coding.
Oh my god.
I bet you'll think.
Hold on. Why is there so much going on in my mind today? What was I talking about? Oh yeah, so Snyder. I thought that we had an episode where he was working with the police to cover up supernatural things in town at the school specifically. I don't know. It just confuses me that he's not in on the fact that Buffy is the vampire slayer. Because I feel like if he knows about the supernatural, why not tell him how she's involved with it? That just makes sense to me. But, you know, whatever.
Coding is pretty cool. I mean, if you find 2-digit multi-stacked conversions and primary number clusters a big hoot.
Oh my god, she's getting laughs. Go Willow.
Well, I had good lesson plans. This calendar had them on our computer.
Yes, yes.
And I found a bunch of files and internet sites on paganism and magic and stuff.
Oh?
Yes, it's really interesting.
He can't handle talking about her yet.
She told me it was a rose quartz, and it has healing powers. I thought she'd want you to have it.
Willow, that's so sweet.
I told Miss Hall we'd go help decorate the gym. Who are you taking?
David said yes.
Why are we in the
Kidding.
50s?
So dreamy.
How are you enjoying that book I loaned you? The Hemingway.
It's honest.
Yes,
Icky.
it's based on a true story, actually. He fell in love with his...
Ours?
What in the world was that?
Domestic dispute, a little case of chalkboard Tourette's.
I can't tell. Do we think the vision can... My puppy is barking at something. She gets mad when people just walk by the house, though. It could be nothing. I don't know. I'm creeped out right now oh my god. Oh, so what was that? What was that? What does that have to... What does that have to do with anything? This is so chaotic. Like, I don't even know what to make of everything that's happening.
Sounds like paranormal phenomena.
A ghost? Cool.
We've not had a classic ghost yet, I don't think.
Many times the spirit is plagued by all manner of worldly troubles, and being dead, it has nowhere to make its peace.
I wonder if there's ever going to be some...
Working late, Miss Frank?
This episode is so chaotic. I don't know why. Like, who are these people and why are we here? I don't know. I can't think about that right now. Maybe it's the janitor. No. Why would it be the janitor? It's a ghost. What I was going to say is that would be a really cool plot line because they're talking about like death and what if it's someone who's dead or whatever. What I was going to say is it would be a really cool plot line if someone who dies, for example, Miss Calendar, comes back in some sort of paranormal form. Not Casper the Friendly Ghost style, but maybe for an episode to like, I don't know, wouldn't it be cool if, this is definitely not where this episode is going, but wouldn't it be cool if somehow Miss Calendar's ghost from the dead like showed them where the floppy disk was? You know what I mean? Like, that would be cute. I don't know. I think because this universe is so supernatural, paranormal, like if someone in our cast dies, I just think there's multiple different ways that we could bring them back for little moments like that along the way. But I'm getting ahead of myself. I don't think that's where this is going at all. I don't know where this scene is going at all. Here we go.
2x19-2x20. 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 2x19-2x20.
can't make me disappear just because you say it's over. I don't give a damn about a normal life. I'm going crazy not seeing you.
Are these the people from the
I
Vision?
think about you every minute. A person doesn't just wake up one day and stop loving somebody.
The gun literally does just appear. Was that Miss Calendar? Is that real? Whoa. Oh. Of course. And now let me guess, he doesn't know what you just did. Yep.
The garden.
Oh my god, there's so much happening in this episode.
Look.
Big windows, lovely gardens. They'll be perfect when we want the sunlight to kill us.
Don't like it, Spike? Hit the stairs.
I think there's a big chance that once Spike can walk and is like at his full strength again, I think there's a big chance he's gonna kill Angel. I think he's gonna, although, if my theory that Spike is already in this wheelchair way longer than I thought he would be, like they're really sticking to the guns with him being impacted. But if my theory that Angel's gonna have his soul returned to him, if that's gonna happen, if it's ever gonna come to an Angel versus Spike fight, I kind of want Angel to be soulless for it. I just want to see what that would be like. Anyways.
The janitor remembered everything. He knew he'd killed this poor woman, but he had no idea why. I think it's very clear what's happening here.
They had
Fill me
no
in then,
relationship.
because I've read the book, seen the movie, and I'm still fuzzy about what's going on.
It's Jenny.
What?
Yeah,
think
why
she's
did
the
he
ghost?
hear?
Don't you see?
These fights these couples keep having, it's sort of specific.
She's right. It's a pattern that doesn't fit with the way Miss Calendar died.
Well, I encourage you to always challenge me when you feel it's appropriate. You should never
Okay.
be cowed by authority. Except, of course, in this instance, when I'm clearly right and you were clearly wrong.
What do we know?
Dog's spit is cleaner than human.
Is that true? Because I've seen that.
A student murdered a teacher on the night of the Sadie Hawkins dance. The rumor was they were having an affair and she tried to break it off. It all fits. The gun, the Sadie Hawkins dance.
Which is tonight.
How come we've never heard about this murder-suicide thing before?
Her and this guy.
James Stanley? He's the one. He did it.
Your dreams are getting
Okay,
wicked
that was a
accurate,
dream? That was she not just sitting? Did she fall asleep during class?
Maybe I can find a way to communicate with him and we can
That
find out what he
never
wants.
ends well.
Well, we need to nip this thing in the bud. I mean, otherwise things are gonna get really scary.
But so what? See, why? Why the locker thing and why this? What is? There's like zero connection in my head.
The sewer got backed up. Better, I can probably make that one fly, but this is getting out of hand. People will talk. You'll take care of it. We're on a hell mouth. Sooner or later, people are going to figure that out. City Council was told that you can handle this job. If you feel that you can't, perhaps you'd like to take
What
that
is he supposed to do about
with
this?
the mayor.
He can't like prevent this stuff from happening. As you know, we're on the Hellmouth. Also, I wonder if it's ever going to come to that. If it's ever going to come to everyone figuring out that this is the Hellmouth. Does something bad happen? If that would, I mean, and other than the fact that it would probably cause like panic and everyone would leave. What's wrong with everyone? Well, I don't know how far the Hellmouth stretches. Like, is it just Sunnydale? Because honestly, what's wrong with everyone just getting the heck out of there? I feel like that's what would happen if they all found out. But then maybe that would cause the Hellmouth to grow if it didn't have anything to feed on. Like energy. I don't know. That's an interesting thought. Like, what if everyone found out?
The only solution is the final solution.
Nuke the school?
Jeez.
Exorcism.
Are you crazy?
Ooh.
I saw that movie. Even the priest died.
One person chants here in the hot spot, and the other three chant in other places around the school, forming a triangle.
Oh, I don't like being separate.
This ghost, this James guy is fixating on you, Buffy. The dreams, the yearbook.
I wonder why that is.
This will be a piece of cake, right?
I love this. It's the spooky season in real life right now, and this is the perfect little spooky episode.
It's opening.
Incoming. I love when she does this.
It wants her.
Oh my god, the crawling and the... Why are they so weird? They're so weird.
I think this whole Slayer thing has run its course. I'm ready to focus my energy elsewhere. What, with you being special needs, boy, I figure I should stick close to home.
Spike, I need you to get better and knock him around a bit. Or a lot.
I'm trying to...
hear Miss Calendar
I think
again.
I may be close to contacting Jenny.
I like the take that they have on Giles right now in this episode. I think it makes a lot of sense. And it's kind of what I was hoping to see in the last episode, but I like seeing the after effects of Miss Calendar's death on the characters. And obviously Giles would be the most affected. So the way he's acting right now, what is that? Like, she's awake right now. She's awake. So I think the ghost or whatever is... Oh. Okay. Ow.
Giles, Jenny could never be this mean.
I wonder if he really did hear her voice. I heard it, but was it in his mind?
And expel all evil.
I shall totally confront and expel all evil.
Out of house and home, never to come here again.
I love Buffy's leather jacket. So cute. Alright, so it's not gonna be this simple, so now what? No. That is scary. What in the world? So did what they did just not work at all? What? Oh, and interesting, the swarm is just staying at the school, like it wants everyone to stay away.
If Sunnydale High School shuts down forever, do we automatically graduate?
But why?
No.
What does he want?
Resolve whatever issues are keeping him in limbo. What exactly those are, I'm not
He wants forgiveness.
Well, how is he gonna get it from doing all this?
James possesses people. They act out exactly what happened that night. So he's experiencing a form of purgatory instead. He's doomed to kill his Miss Newman over and over and over.
So he's trying to break that cycle and hoping that that moment will go well, but each time it just keeps happening how it happened.
James destroyed the one person he loved the most in a moment of blind passion. And that's not something you forgive. No matter why he did what he did, and no matter if he knows now that it was wrong and selfish and stupid, it is just something he's gonna have to forgive.
I think it's interesting that this show's taking this take where it's like the murderer can be forgiven too, maybe. I'm not sure about that. I'm kind of on Team Buffy here. Another gift from James, our ghost James. Class of 55. Why is she going back? Is he gonna try to recreate the moment with her?
It always ends the same, which means Buffy just went in there to get shot, Giles.
The school's deserted. There's no way for James to play his part. There's no man
That's what I was
inside for him to
like.
possess.
But can she see him? Like, is that why? Because he's able to like show her visions, I think, and show her things. So he can show her a vision of himself and act out his own part through the vision, I guess. That's what I'm thinking.
Fun fact about wasps. They have no taste for the undead. Not that a sting would do me any damage, it's just...
Why are you here? You can just...
I wanted to look my best for you.
Can't make me disappear just because you say it's over.
Actually...
She's him?
I can.
Wait, what's happening?
I just want you to be able to have some kind of normal life. We can never have that, don't you see?
Okay, he's in it too now.
I don't give a damn about a normal life. I think about you every minute.
So she's gonna shoot him.
Then tell me you don't love me. Say it!
You know what? One thing I can vouch for this murderer guy is, teacher, what in the world are you doing with your student? Disgusting.
Don't talk to me like I'm some stupid...
So, like, because vampires can't die just from a gunshot. Okay. Now, if this story keeps going, now Buffy's gonna... Why is he saving her?
It's an accident. It wasn't your fault.
So he's... What? Okay. But that didn't happen, but now it is. So I guess James is getting what he wanted somehow through the loophole of vampires not dying. Okay, James is gonna peace out and then they're gonna come out of this vision and be so confused right now.
Angel.
Yeah.
guess I was the one he could relate to. He was so sad. Part of me just doesn't understand why she would forgive him.
What?
Does it matter?
Did her spirit also play a part in that? I thought James was like somehow toying with... Oh my god, stop being so dramatic.
You might want to let up.
Of course, we'll find you a nice toddler.
I hate that they do that. It's so weird.
But we don't have much time. Gotta travel light. Try to have fun without me.
No, is he about to stand? Please stand up right now. Is he good? Please don't let them. Why is he?
Oh, I will.
Oh my god, why am I excited that he's better? I am ready for him to run the show again. Because Angel...
Sooner than you think.
That's my favorite ending to any Buffy episode ever. That's probably a strong statement. That's probably an in the moment statement, but right now, that was great. That was wonderful. I'm so happy he's better, and I'm so happy that he like was biding his time and was keeping his cards held close on how he was doing physically. I think that's really fun, and it makes sense for his character, and I'm ready for him to whip some. Angel, you better watch out. I am Team Spike all the way. Honestly, after these, like, they've done so well these last couple episodes with making me really feel for Spike, which is interesting considering there was like a theme in this episode where we're talking about the morally ambiguous area of when should we feel forgiveness for bad people. And it's not like I forgive Spike for all of the bad he's done. It's just that I'm willing to sweep it under the rug for a second if it means I can enjoy him absolutely destroying Angel. I will root for Spike all the way for that. I do still think that Angel's going to end up getting his soul back. I think still that that's what we're leading to with this season finale. But if my prediction is wrong and it doesn't go that way, if Angel doesn't get his soul back, he needs to die. And as much as I would love for Buffy to be the one to do it, I think I would love for Spike to do it just as much after seeing how Angel's been treating him. I would love to see it. It's so interesting because I don't know why he's acting like this, like why Angel's acting like this. I know because he's soulless, but I know that there's a history with Spike, Drusilla, and Angel, right? We know the history, and we know that they were friends. Him and Spike were friends before he got his soul returned to him. As much of you can be friends when you're a soulless vampire. But they were on good terms with each other. And then obviously they weren't when Angel got his soul, because Angel would never associate with someone like that, like bad people. And then when he gets his soul taken away again, he just treats Spike like absolute garbage. And it's interesting because I wonder why, because it's clear that before they built this relationship with each other when Angel was bad before and was soulless before. But now that he's soulless again, they're not going back to how they were before. They're like, Angel's creating a divide. Okay, this episode was a really cool idea. I'm still a little bit confused about the snakes and the locker monster and the bees. Like, why was Ghost James capable of creating that chaos? I'm not sure, but okay. But what I did think was really cool was, him trying to recreate his most regrettable moments in life, using real people to recreate that moment and try to change it over and over, because it just makes sense. Like, if spirits were capable of doing that, I think every spirit would. Like, why wouldn't you want to do? I think it just makes sense. The motive for the monster of the week this week made a lot of sense to me. Then I was a little bit confused at the end when Buffy said that James picked her because he related to her. I assumed that he picked her because he knew that she was in love with... what's also interesting? So let me finish one thought, and then I'm going to go back to another thought. I thought that he picked her because he knew that Buffy and Angel still had enough love and passion between them that he could recreate that situation with them. And then, obviously, because Angel is a vampire, he then thought that they would be the perfect pick, and that's why it had to go the other way around, where it had to be Buffy standing in as James and Angel standing in as the woman, that Miss whoever, that James was in love with, because Angel needed to be the one that was shot, because Ghost James knew that when Angel was shot, he wouldn't die from it. That's why I thought James was targeting them. But then that brings up the fact that, I don't know though, because I was going to say, does there have to be real life passion between the people he targeted in order to recreate the situation? I don't think so. I thought maybe because the first two victims were a real life boyfriend and girlfriend. And so then I was like, oh, maybe he's targeting, couples who are really in love in order to channel this possession of them, I guess. But then the second people that he targeted were the janitor and one of the teachers. That teacher really just died. Oh my God. I forgot about that. Another teacher's down in Sunnydale. The janitor killed the teacher and he came back to himself. He said that he had no idea what just happened and he had no relationship to the teacher. And so if we're assuming that he was telling the truth there, that would mean that the people that James picked didn't have to be in love in real life in order to step into the roles of people in love in his little possession vision. Because I was going to say it would be interesting if he did need that, because then that would prove that Angel and Buffy still love each other. But I don't know. I don't know why the janitor would lie about not even knowing the teacher or not having any relationship to her. So I'm guessing I'm going to leave that theory to rest. Still brings up a valid question. Obviously, Angel, there's no love on Angel's end because he's soulless and he's not capable of it. But it also makes me think about, I wonder if Buffy has any lingering love for Angel. Well, maybe, because then we can, if we want to deep dive into how they both reacted when they came out of the vision and they were kissing each other, Angel was obviously disgusted and left and had to take a shower and be dramatic about it. And Buffy became very vulnerable with him right away. She just said his name. And obviously she was still in a haze of confusion, but I think she reverted to her vulnerable in love self from that kiss. So that's interesting as well. I loved how they used Miss Calendar in this episode when tapping into Giles's storyline, how he was so convinced that it was Calendar. It's also interesting, that was so weird how he heard. I wonder why that is. So much happened in this episode. It's really hard to keep everything straight, but he heard Calendar's voice say, "I need you." And as the episode went on, I thought, oh, that must have just been in his mind, because we know this isn't Calendar. Or it could have been James messing with him. For what reason? I have no idea. I don't understand. I thought it was just in his mind, but then we heard Buffy hear the same whisper, the same "I need you" whisper. So I guess it was probably just James, the ghost, messing with Giles. But why would James do that? I'm not sure. Buffy being in a stage of "I'm never going to date again" makes sense. I think obviously she will, but I think where her character is at right now is making perfect sense. Where Giles's character is at is making perfect sense. Willow, Cordelia and Xander, I'm always a little bit confused with the two of them. Are they together? Are they not together? Are they happy? Are they not happy with each other? I never know. But I think that's just the nature of their relationship. But yeah, I think we will leave it there for this one. This was a really interesting episode. A really interesting one. I guess it was technically a Monster of the Week, but it was one of those good Monster of the Weeks where it also delved into our characters' personal storylines throughout it, and it wasn't too random. Whereas, the next one's called Go Fish. I would love to dive straight into Spike kicking some butt, but I think that his little "guess what, I'm healed" cliffhanger is gonna hang us by the cliff for a little longer, because it was too epic to give it to me right away in this next episode. So I think we're not gonna have any Spike. Honestly, I could see this next episode not having any Spike, Drusilla, or Angel. I don't even know where exactly Drusilla and Angel are going, but okay, bye. But I think that the Spike, Angel, Drusilla storyline is at a perfect standstill to come back for the 2-part finale, and I think we're not going to see them in this next episode. Yeah, I think we're going to have some weird fish monster in this episode, and I'm going to cross my fingers and hope that we get Oz, because where has he been? Oz, come back. Wow, rock music and a beach party? What is this?
Swim team. Hardly what I call a team.
It's about time our school excelled at something.
You're forgetting
oh
our
my
high
God.
mortality rate.
That's where this is going. One of the students on the swim team is a literal, like, fish, and that's why their swim team is so great right now.
Beautiful. Isn't it?
Are you the fish?
Always adaptable and nurturing, yet constant.
Yeah, he loves water way too much. He is definitely a fish.
I just like being around you, that's all.
Somebody help me!
Buffy's buying this? Oh. Thank you, Buffy. What in the world?
Nice tat. What, they're not a Tweety Bird?
Hey, what's your problem?
What's
Had it coming
yours?
to you, bro.
And I can't believe Buffy.
What if the whole team is all fish? Because they showed that tattoo on that one guy. So what if they all have that tattoo and they all like signed some deal with a fish god to become fish to win for their team? Are you good? Oh my god. Is your fish god talking to you? This is so funny. Oh. 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 Oh, wow. I love stuff like this. Like, what? That actually was creepy, though. That was cool effects that it looks like, what in the world? It looks like that body was, like, shed. Like, his skin was shed. And then that thing we saw creeping around in the end, I'm guessing that was what came out of him. So does this mean that the guy that Cameron was the guy that Buffy was talking to at the beginning of the episode? Is he really just an innocent swim team bro? Oh, it's so funny that we're sticking with this. Her just being a teacher now.
Shirts, everyone.
You'd think they'd have hired someone by now, like an adult.
Do you think you could continue subbing through finals?
Oh, sure. I like teaching.
I'm interested in why, when this school is on the brink of winning its first state championship in 15 years, you slap a crucial member of that team with a failing mark that would force his removal.
Because he failed?
Show your school spirit.
Yes. Well, I mean, no.
I think that's just how she shows her integrity, sir.
And what about that nutty all men are created equal thing?
Propaganda spouted out by the ugly and less disturbing.
I think that was Lincoln. You know what really grates my cheese? That Buffy's not here to share my moral outrage about swim team perks. She's too busy being one of them.
I'm with you. Oh my god.
You know, when I'm in the vastness
She's
of the
actually
ocean,
hanging out with Cameron.
It's like I'm never alone.
Oh, he's still talking about water. Do you know what this reminds me of? This reminds me of Lance from The Sweet Life of Zack and Cody. I will try to find video of this man and insert it here. This is the vibe that Mr. Cameron here is giving.
He's really nice, but all he can talk about is water.
So for our date, I was thinking we'd take a quick swim, hit the jacuzzi, then watch Seabiscuit.
I mean, she'd carry on entire conversations with it. I mean, sometimes I do that.
How are we going from her not even giving a guy at the bronze the time of day last episode to her putting up with Mr. Ocean Man here in this episode? What happens? I don't know. I don't understand.
I'm so comfy I'm nodding off, actually, which is why...
Are you wearing a bra? Tell me you haven't been thinking about this ever since last night.
What I'm thinking about is that I should probably get out of this car.
You like it rough. Oh, you broke my nose.
Oh my god, do not be mad at her for that.
I wasn't the attacker, Principal Snyder. I was the attacked.
That's not how it looked from where I was standing.
Oh my god.
I don't know what happened. First she leads me on, then she goes schizo on me.
Lead you on?
I mean, look at the way she dresses.
Coach.
How we doing, Cameron?
Coach Marin.
Try to dress more appropriately from now on. This isn't a dance club.
So something ripped him open and ate out his insides?
Like an Oreo cookie.
So he was attacked by something else. I assumed that he like shed his skin.
Okay, son.
Oh, I was hoping he was about to get,
Time to hit the shower.
you know,
Orange grape.
orange. Grape is gross.
Oh my god.
So that's not normal. That doesn't look like just a creature who ate a human. That, I guess it could be.
No, the mouth's a lot bigger.
How did you get away from that thing?
Like this.
Dodd and Cameron were the best swimmers on the team.
First and second, actually, which means if my theory is correct, Gage Petronzi, the third best swimmer on the team, would be the next item on the menu.
Why is the monster caring about the roster?
So, Jonathan, you tried out for the swim team twice and never made it?
I'm asthmatic.
No, it's not him. It's not
You
him.
hated being pushed around by Dodd.
Actually, for some reason, I think the monster isn't a human turning into a monster. I think it's just a straight monster.
You delved into the black arts and conjured up a hell beast from the ocean's depths to wreak your vengeance, didn't you?
We're jumping the gun. We're jumping the gun, girl.
Oh. I snuck in yesterday, peed in the pool.
It's a terrible, terrible tragedy. We all feel your pain, Coach. I don't know two finer boys than Cameron and that other one. I know.
If we don't find someone by this afternoon's tryouts, we won't be eligible to compete.
Xander, don't do it. Xander, don't do it. I know the perks are lovely, but you're not that guy.
What do you want from me?
Well,
she's just keeping an eye on you.
It's a little embarrassing, you see.
Oh no.
I'm a swim groupie.
Uh-huh.
There's something lurking out there, and it's making fillets of the populace, and I think you might be next.
Go find someone else to harass. Bitch.
Now you're about to die.
Gotta be talking about Buffy.
Oh wow.
I'm recruiting.
Oh. He's just hungry. We haven't seen just a classic I'm hungry vampire attack in a second. Is he screaming for Buffy? Did he just say Buffy help? Oh. Oh. What's wrong with his blood? What does he think
Was that
just...
the thing that killed Cameron?
Oh.
No. That was something else.
Something else?
Yeah, there's lots of something else's.
Yeah, unfortunately, we have a lot of something else's in this town.
Oh. That's cute.
I thought Angel liked blood. He used to.
Maybe his eyes were too big for his
No, there's obviously... Guys.
And maybe there was something in Gage's blood that Angel didn't like.
Thank you, Buffy.
See?
Oh, God.
Oh. Oh, my. Xander?
Why are you doing that?
Don't you guys get claustrophobic in here? I mean, what's the deal? You perspire a lot. Or read. I mean, I guess you could,
I
but...
want a steam room. Well, what are you doing? Because you can't attack them all at once.
Where's Gage?
I don't know, he was right behind me putting his sneakers on. But it's not the Velcro kind, so give him a couple extra minutes.
No, don't, because he's about to die. He's just screaming for her. Ooh. He's turning into... Wait. I knew it! So there's multiples of these? Ew, that means that one of these is Cam. Why though? What? Like, now I'm like, what was the motive? Who started it? Why?
It's all there in the school medical records.
All symptomatic of steroid abuse.
Okay.
But is steroid abuse usually linked with, hey, I'm a fish?
Right. This is where I'm confused.
Nurse Greenlee treated every one of them. She must have known.
Is the nurse behind this?
Giles loaded up the tranquilizer gun. We're going fishing.
Well, we have at least 3 to catch. I'm just confused, like, what started? I'm guessing there must be a link between the steroids and the fish monsters. But I'm just confused, like, who started it? Like, what was the reason? I'm so thrown off by the motive in this one.
I need a little something to improve my performance. Give me an edge. You're soaking in it, bud. Huh?
What?
Aromatherapy.
This has got to stop, Carl. Those poor children. Do you even understand what's happening? Listen to yourself.
The coach is behind.
Perfecting this. We just need to adjust the mix.
They're both in it. Is he feeding her to them?
They may be out of the game right now, but they're still a team.
Oh.
The team's gotta eat.
Okay. This is why I'm so confused by the motive, because you're so wacky in the head. I never could have guessed it. Like, why would he do... He's just not there, I guess. Because why... Why? So he wants his team to win. He cares about that at whatever stakes are necessary. So he's giving them steroids. For some reason, the steroids are turning them into fish. And he's like, Okay. Now I just gotta feed them bigger meals. What are you talking about? Why would you do this? What?
Tell me what's in the steam.
I mean, it's not just regular steroids, because I'm pretty sure steroids don't turn people into fish.
Documents came into light detailing experiments with fish DNA in their Olympic swimmers. Tarpon, mako shark.
Oh, sir?
Get in the hole.
Oh, man. I thought we were just gonna do some little karate.
Well, they've already had their dinner. The boys have other needs.
Xander, what are you doing?
Was he just turned into a monster?
Oh my God, Xander. You joined the swim team to impress me.
Bro,
you were so courageous.
now's not the time for a heartfelt monologue.
Hot in those Speedos.
What's happening?
I understand if you want to see other fish.
Are you okay?
I can to make your quality of life better.
That's not me.
Okay. Cordelia, I think we need to reevaluate some things here. What just happened to you? Yes, Xander. Like, obviously I love to watch Buffy kick some butt, but I get really excited when her friends get to be little heroes too sometimes. I feel like pulling like that on his arm, I'm thinking real life here, would that not just pull his arm right out of his socket just using one arm like that? But it's fine. Okay, thank God. Where's the coach? What happened? Did I miss that? Oh yeah, okay, yeah. Oh. No, let him go.
Grab my hand.
Of course she's gonna try and save him. Oh wow. I was wondering, are they gonna turn on him? Because they're literally monsters. They don't care about you.
The people from Animal Control have just left. Our creatures have apparently made a dash for it.
Does that mean we're gonna have to hunt them again?
No, I don't think so. I don't think we'll be seeing them anymore.
Where do you think they'll go?
They're just gonna go terrorize
Home.
the ocean. Okay. What happened with the coach at the end, though? Because Buffy made a weird comment. She was like, oh, they really do love their coach. Was she being sarcastic because they were killing him? Or... I think that's what that was. I hope. So since the coach was kind of the real monster of the episode because he was the one behind everything and creating the real monsters, I was like, okay, the real monster of the episode is him. But usually we kill the real monster of the episode and move on with our lives. But since he wasn't an actual monster, I was like, oh my God, is he going to somehow come out of this? But he didn't, thank God. But they did have to put Buffy in there like trying to save him because it's kind of like, since he is just human, it's not okay to just kill them. So she tried to save him, but she couldn't. This was a fun Monster of the Week. It's an interesting third to last episode because even though the episode before this was also Monster of the Week E, the character themes were still very prevalent, whereas this one, character themes were kind of put off to the side. We weirdly saw Angel for a second, but he wasn't too pertinent to the storyline. And I think it's kind of weird that we saw him because isn't he supposed to be going off with Drusilla? I guess he's got to eat. I mean, I don't exactly know where him and Drusilla are going or planning right now. But as far as like character themes and like personal storylines, that kind of got all pushed to the side for this one. For this Monster of the Week, it was still a really fun episode. Just an interesting third to last. And it was nice that the show decided to explore the privilege of student athletes. I feel like that was even a bigger thing back in the day. Next time I see you guys will be for the first and second parts of the season 2 Buffy finale. They are called Becoming Part 1 and Becoming Part 2. What am I supposed to take from that word, becoming? Because like so much can be I have no idea, I have no theories specifically based on like the title, because that could just mean a variety of things and like pertain to a variety of people, so I don't know. I'm hoping to see Spike get some revenge in this 2-part finale. I am thinking, although I'm not sure if I'm hoping, that Angel's gonna get his soul back. I'm not sure if I'm ready for him to yet. I thought I would be by the end of the season, but I don't know. If they decide to do it, I'm sure it'll be fine, but I'm not sure about that anymore. Gosh, I have no idea. Oh, and then, but I do think whether Angel gets his soul back or not in these next 2 parts, they're going to find Calendar's floppy disk. I think that whole thing is going to get wrapped up, and there's going to be an attempt for Angel's soul to be returned to him. I just don't know if it's going to be successful. Finding the floppy disk and attempting to get Angel's soul back and Spike's revenge are the 2 things that I am expecting out of this 2-part finale. But outside of that, it's pretty wide open. I have no idea what is going to go down, but I'm really excited to see. So thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you guys next time.